Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Friends is one of the most beloved sitcoms of all time, and each character has their own loyal fan base. Phoebe Buffay, in particular, is often praised for being quirky, unique, and unforgettable. But let's be honest. When you rewatch the show enough times, you start noticing things that didn't stand out before. Today, we're taking a closer look at 10 of the most annoying things about Phoebe Buffay. This doesn't mean we hate her, but even fan favorites aren't perfect. Let's jump right in. 1. Immediately dropping David. Phoebe and David's on and off romance stretched across several seasons, largely because David spent most of his time in Minsk. Despite clearly loving him, Phoebe kissed him while dating Mike and later reunited with Mike in Barbados right in front of David, who was about to propose. What bothered fans most was how quickly Phoebe moved on from David's heartbreak, especially since he vanished from the story almost immediately afterward. 2. Trying to seduce Ross. After Ross learned Carol was a lesbian and had started a relationship with Susan, he was emotionally shattered. Instead of simply being supportive, Phoebe unexpectedly made a move on him while they were playing pool. Although nothing serious came from it, the moment felt poorly timed and morally questionable. 3. Bursts of anger. Phoebe is usually portrayed as calm and spiritual, but she also had sudden flashes of anger. From yelling at Mike's girlfriend to pulling Rachel and Monica's hair and snapping at Joey during his French lessons, her temper often came out of nowhere. These outbursts surprised both the characters and the audience, making her seem unpredictable. 4. Constant upbringing talk. Phoebe's difficult childhood losing her mother and living on the streets was compelling at first, but over time it began to feel repetitive. Eventually, it seemed like she occasionally used her past to gain sympathy or leverage, even though she later became quite successful in New York. 5. Ross and Chandler. Wedding dilemma. When Mike was organizing his wedding party, Phoebe failed to tell Ross and Chandler ahead of time that they weren't included. Considering everything they'd been through together, it felt oddly thoughtless and poorly planned, especially for such a significant event. 6. Things don't match up. Phoebe often claimed to reject materialism, yet she wore extravagant outfits and expensive jewelry. Her wearing a fur coat despite opposing animal cruelty felt especially hypocritical. The contradiction between her beliefs and her lifestyle didn't always sit well with fans. 7. Ursula. Phoebe's twin sister Ursula made Phoebe look better by comparison. Ursula was cold, selfish, and showed little empathy, especially in her brief relationship with Joey, whom she dumped without warning. While Ursula was unpleasant, her presence highlighted Phoebe's more compassionate qualities. 8. Trying to keep a baby. Phoebe's decision to carry triplets for her brother Frank and Alice was incredibly selfless. However, things got uncomfortable when she admitted she wanted to keep one of the babies. Even if it was an emotional moment, it was unrealistic and unfair to the parents. 9. Playing the guitar. Phoebe's guitar playing started as a charming joke, but it quickly became overused. Smelly Cat went from funny to exhausting, eventually overshadowing other aspects of her character. For many fans, this became her defining trait whether they liked it or not. 10. Work etiquette. Phoebe's career as a masseuse wasn't without issues. She let Ross massage one of her elderly clients, kissed a married client, and worked for a corporate spa that conflicted with her beliefs. These moments raised questions about her professionalism and consistency. So there you have it, 10 annoying traits that made Phoebe Buffay a little harder to love on Rewatch. Despite all this, she's still one of the most memorable characters in sitcom history. What do you think? Do you agree with these points? Or do you think Phoebe gets unfair criticism? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Friends content. Thanks for watching.